All right, let's see how this is working here. Make sure we're going on. Supposed to be live. Where is everything? All right, that should be live. Now we just gotta hope people show up. All right, we got that. All right. Looks like everything's working correctly now. All right, good morning, good evening, everybody. I see we got 6 of you here. Hey, Sleeveless, nice to see you. Having a lot of issues trying to get the live stream going. The OBS did not work for me at all today, so I had to create a backup. Luckily, I was testing everything. All right, so who else is here? I see we got Sleeveless. We got a few watching here. Yeah, once we get some people in here, then I'm going to post the links for people to still enter into the giveaway, and then we will go over the title pack, and then we'll do the giveaway and do that live. Let me just make sure I have the right stuff for that. All right, yeah, we've got the pick a winner here. Easyedit.pro. I'll bring some of that stuff up. We can take a look at their stuff while we're waiting for people to come on in. Hey, King Chase, nice to see you. Thanks for joining. All right, let's see here. I'm going to switch this to... There we go. Okay. So as you can see here, this is actually from Easyedit.pro, or I'm sorry, Easyedit.pro. I'll go ahead and post a link in the comments here for you. Oh, my birthday was August 1st, so the day that that previous video had released. Yeah, I actually had a really good plan for a video that day. However, things just didn't work out, so I had to make a video very quickly to release on that one. Anyway, let's take a real quick look here for the Easyedit.pro. As you can see right now, they have this new cinematic titles pack, which is the one we are giving away. And yeah, so they have for After Effects, for DaVinci Resolve, and Premiere Pro. You can take a look at some of their other stuff. And they've been around for quite a few years. And what's really awesome about that, when you find a company like this, their stuff is always updated, as we know that DaVinci Resolve is always changing, and a lot of things are not working with DaVinci Resolve 19. However, this definitely does work with 19. Let me zoom this in a bit. So they do lifetime updates for all of their products, which is, you know, really important if you're using whichever one you want to choose. So DaVinci, they don't have a whole lot. They only have 7 of them here. But this title pack is pretty awesome. So we'll be going over that in a little while. They have something for Final Cut Pro, but this titles pack is not part of Final Cut Pro, at least not yet. So there is Premiere Pro, And of course, they obviously have that in After Effects as well. Hello, Reno. Nice to see you. So, does anybody have any questions they want me to go over regarding the Cinematic Titles Pro Pack before we get started? So that way I know what direction to go with there. No, I did not make these, Reno. They are from Easyedit.pro, which is the website you see here. You can go ahead and take a look there. They currently have them on sale for only $29. And you can see they have lots of other things. These are good for DaVinci Resolve, Premiere Pro, and After Effects. And let me get a link for anybody who has not actually entered, because it does not happen from this video. Let's see here. All right, so this link that I just put in there, make sure you go there and you leave a comment for happy birthday. So that's what you have to make sure you like the video, that you are a subscriber, and you comment happy birthday, and you'll be able to be entered in. But it must be that video. I'm only doing it from that video specifically. All right, so I'm trying to figure out this new streaming stuff. I've never streamed before. This is the first one, so it's a little hard for me to do all of these, as I have no idea what I am doing. All right, so later, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be using this random comment picker, and that way we can pick from who will be or who has commented the happy birthday on that video that you see in the comments there. Check the screen right here. All right, so I guess I can just open up DaVinci and we can start going over a few of the titles and stuff now. I'm just going to drag some footage in here real quick. That way I have something to put stuff over top of. I'll just go here. Let's cut this out. There we go. I can go. I'll just make a few cuts or something. This way we can ripple delete a few things, and it just gives us something for transitions. All right, and I'll grab another piece of footage of something different just to make that more interesting. Let me see here. Try to find something different. Yeah, I'll just grab a piece of footage here. There we go. I don't think I have anything set up here. Yeah, no, I don't have. This is a new library, so I don't have everything in here. It's all right. We don't need to do a color grade for it. All right, let's go back to the other page. All right, so now I guess we can just go ahead and start looking at some of these things in the title pack here. So we have, I guess we'll start with the animated markers. So for example, we have this circle here. As you can see, it's just a drag and drop. And then if you want to use the alpha channel there, we go ahead and just jump into Fusion. It's really simple. Select the media, press Shift Spacebar, drop a Luma keyer on there, and just like that, that's clear. And now we have the animated marker. So we go with the circle there. Let me see, bring up the other animated markers for us to look at. So as we can see, we have a bunch of arrows. Hey, old blue eyes. Thanks for joining, bud. Wasn't able to get the OBS to work, so I'm using the StreamYard. So I don't have any music. I don't have anything set up on there. Really difficult for me to get it going, but it's going. Oh, hey, camera guy. Thanks for joining. Nice to see you. Might need your help to get me going with some of this live stream and stuff. You know, I have a bunch of questions for anybody that can help me there because this is new and it's just not working out right. All right, so if there are any of these that you want to see what it looks like with the thing removed or whatever, just go ahead and comment what shape or arrow, whatever it is you'd like, and we'll go ahead and drop that on there. So for those of you joining, right now I'm just taking a look at the overlays for the animated markers. So if you wanted to like draw something on any section of your footage, you just go ahead and drag and drop it onto your timeline. Then you're going to want to select it or hover over it, go to the Fusion page. Once you're in the Fusion page, it's really simple. Just Shift and Space Bar, add a Luma keyer. And once you do that, it's just going to remove the background for you. You go back to your edit page, and there you go. You have that. Let's bring open the inspector, and as you can see, you can resize it whatever you would like. You know, just all your standard normal controls, nothing overly special. All right, let's see. I see we get a bunch more in here. Good morning, yogurt, or evening, wherever you're from. Let's see, Robert Veja. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right or not, but yeah, nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Yeah, somebody asked if they won yet. Right now, we haven't done the drawing just yet. I'm going to do that later in the stream. First, I want to be able to go over some of these things, get as many people in as possible, and then we can do the giveaway. There's a random picker that we're going to do, which will be for the happy birthday comment. And you need to do that on a specific video. Let me go ahead and drop that link to you again here. Make sure that you go to that video that I just linked in the comments, and that will be the one that you must comment happy birthday on, because that is the keyword and the video that it would be chosen from. Yeah, all right, so I don't see any requests for the animated markers, so let me go ahead and see what else we've got here. All right, so we have overlays. We've got the animated textures, and these I do believe come with the sound effects built in there. Reno, so are you asking like, is there an option from this pack to draw an arrow yourself, or are you looking to do that in Fusion itself? Because this pack does not have any customizable thing. So the most Actually, let me just go back to that real quick. I'll just throw an arrow on there and show you what you can do with the arrows. All right, so let's get back that into the Fusion. Luma Keyer. So once you get that Luma Keyer, the way you would want to adjust this is, like maybe you want to do a rotation angle, change the position of it, your zoom. So that's pretty much what you can do with these animated markers. There's not really a whole lot we can do with that, but yeah. Let's see, so DaVinci Resolve comes with its own audio, or do you get that stuff? So, Old Blue Eyes, do you mean does this pack come with its own audio? That there are certain things that have their own sound effects which are built in, and but DaVinci Resolve, they do have a sound library. It's actually pretty annoying to get that set up, but once you get it, then it's there. However, their sound effects are just okay. I wouldn't really say there's anything too great. But getting it set up, it's a really not an efficient way. However, once you have your sound effects, if you have your own sound effects, what is great is you can use. Let's see here. I'm going to go into the media pool here. Show power bins. You can create what we call power bins, and within the power bin, you can create all of your own. I don't have anything in here because this is a new project, but you can put all of your own sound effects, all of your own B-roll. You can create your fusion compositions, lots of things like that. Drop it in your power bin, and then it will be available across all projects within that project library. And of course, you can export your bins and you can put them into other project libraries if you needed to. So yeah, you can really control it very well. But their own specific sound library is, it's nothing too special. So, all right. Let's see. No infusion in general. I'm asking if you know it or not, so I can tell you the Easter egg. Yes, we can create things from polygon nodes. You know, for this specific live stream, right now I want to focus on just the titles and stuff, and then later we can maybe spend a little time to do something if we have time. So yeah, we'll go over that kind of thing later. All right, so let's see what else we got here. Let me delete these off. We don't need them on there. So let's go back to those overlays, animated textures. We've got a lot of them. I'm just curious. I don't know what you guys are hearing. So can you tell me, can you hear the sound effects that I'm playing when it comes to, like, say, this one? I'll play it again and let me know if you hear it. Oh, really? Let's see here. Let me pop that up. So you don't have to create anything. Fusion does it automatically, but it's a bit hidden menu, but no worries. Okay, well, that's interesting. I didn't know they have an arrow pack. Maybe is that something that somebody had created in the, here, let me go back into there. In Reactor? Is that something that we can find in Reactor, maybe? Okay, great. Yeah, I'm glad you can hear. So now I can go over the rest of those effects. All right. So then, whoops, not what I was looking for. There we go. All right, so this way you can hear some of these sound effects and then go through them. If you want to see what any of these overlays look like, just let me know and I'll drop it on the timeline. I like this paper one. We can use that for quite a bit of things. You know, some of these are really nice. You can throw some text on them and, you know, grab some attention. However, with them, the sound effects are oh, you aren't hearing any of the sound effects. Okay. Not hearing it. Okay. All right. Make a polygon, any shape, then right click on any point, polyline, last option, create arrow. Oh, well, that's pretty awesome. Okay. Yeah, you see, I like to use the OBS. However, you know, in StreamYard, I just had to really quickly throw it on there because I couldn't get OBS to stream anything. So I have no idea what I'm doing at all when it comes to the StreamYard. It's really difficult. But yeah. All right. Let me see. I got to figure out how to do all these text onto the screen and stuff. Yeah, that's really cool, Reno. We're gonna have to check that out later and see how that goes there. All right, let me get back onto these. I'll just go through them quickly since you can see them but can't hear them. So if you see one that you do like, just let me know, and I'll drop that on the timeline there. All right, well that's the last one. May as well just drop the last one on there. Let's go ahead into the Fusion there and throw Luma Keyer on that so you can see the overlay. Oh, we're going to. One of the problems with that, if you're new to DaVinci Resolve, you'll find that your audio will always drop onto that if you don't have your other tracks set up. There we go. Yeah. So, and then another thing about that is that the sound effects that are on there, unfortunately, if you're not able to hear it, it will stop and start over and over again. So the best thing to do is actually find your own sound effect if you're going to put them all together. That way, your sound effects flow through the whole thing. For this pack, there's over 350 elements. Let's see here. Let's click on the pack. Let me make sure I select the DaVinci Resolve pack. Here we go. So here we go, the catalog. For texture titles, these will be the texture titles here. The texture titles have a background in there with some texture, and then they have their text, which is all editable. You can customize all of this text. Basic titles, there's 52 of them, so let's load them. The basic titles, as you can see, they just have a single color background, and then just the animated text from there. Hey, Prosperity Rising. Good morning. Nice to see you. I see you're not too far from me. I'm in Beijing, China, so. I'll go slow through here so you can see them. If you see any of these titles that you like, also go ahead, comment in the chat, and I will definitely take a look at that. And we can go ahead and edit a little bit when it comes to the text, so you can see how all that works. Full screen titles. There's only 10 of them, but they, zoom in or zoom out mostly. And textured end titles, so for your ending titles. I've used this one specifically in some of my videos. I really like that with the paper background. Oh, it looks pretty nice too. And then the basic end titles. They have all of these, which, are just like the regular basic titles. There's only a single background color, and then everything's editable from there in the text. Old Blue Eyes. I actually have a house there in North Carolina. During the COVID lockdown, I was actually stuck in the U.S. and we bought a house in North Carolina in Fuquay Varina. So yeah, here's the overlays. These are great. You can do lots of interesting things with them. There we go. We have 21 overlay light leaks. You can combine these together to really make a nice effect. There's more light leaks here. And then we have the film burn. And these film burns, they have their audio with them as well. The liquid burns. And then our VHS overlays. On page 2, we can see the CRT overlays, analog leaks. You see there's a lot of them, 33 analog leaks. Yeah, so with the transitions and things, you can really create some very interesting stuff with this pack. All right, so we have the grain overlays. Let's see, transition light leaks. I need to drink some water here. Oh, seems a little slow to load here. All right, so we have VHS transitions. I mean, there's so many things here. I'm not going to go over everything in DaVinci Resolve on there. So if there's something specific you do see and you like, then just let me know. Of course, as you see the animated markers that we've already done. So are they all Fusion titles can be customized in Fusion? For the text plus, then yes, we can go into Fusion to customize that. However, the backgrounds and things like that are not Fusion compositions. I don't think. I mean, unless if you can open up the nodes, then yeah. But otherwise, no on that part. So let's see. Is there anything else in the website to go over? I don't think so. Oh yeah, and as you can see, there's auto resize. So depending on what size you were using, these titles can auto resize and they're already preset to 4K. And yes, they also have the duration control. So when you go ahead and cut it, or you expand it, it's going to change its timing depending on how you do that with, which is fantastic. And of course, yeah, custom colors, the editable text, so you can edit however you would like to on that. I think all this is just basic stuff I don't need to go over. Oh, what's also nice is they will have a tutorial for you to do that. So let's go over that information real quick. So whoever wins this, or if you choose to go ahead and purchase, then you'll know how to handle all of that. Don't need this one. No. Here we go. Okay, very important thing with, all right, once you get the pack here, there's the very first folder will have your tutorial. But the very first thing you have to do is actually to install the fonts. If you do not install these fonts, then all the titles are not going to work because they are font specific. So what's nice is you do get some really high quality fonts through there. I can very quickly show you how to do it on a Mac. What you need to do is open your Launchpad. You cannot see that on this as it's on my other monitor. But if you open your Launchpad and you start typing font, you'll find Font Book. Once you open up your font book, you can easily go ahead and select everything. Just drag it and drop it into your font book. All right, let's see, where does that pop up at? Okay, it's going to be here. Now, as you can see, I already have it, so I'm not going to do anything with there, but that's just how simple it is to install your fonts. I'm just going to skip everything. Once you have that installed, then you can go to the third folder, Project Files, which has the DRFX. You go ahead and just drag that, drop it into DaVinci or double click it, install. You probably have to restart DaVinci Resolve, but then after that, everything will come up, and then you can come into your effects, and you will be able to come down to titles, and you see here cinematic titles, and right here, all of those titles will then be available. So these are the textured titles. So let's just find something here that we can work with. We'll find one that does something. We go down to the end title. Maybe I can find the one that I like. They're just textured titles. I'm gonna find something that uses a follower. There's just so many to go through. They were much easier to find before. I mean, you can do a lot of things yourself with them, but I want to find one that's already set up. This way we don't mess around with it too much. We just show the basic way to edit with it. There's a lot of titles to go through, so it can be a little difficult to find some of them. Here we go. We'll do this one. All right, because this one has all those individual ones going out. So I want to see how that works there. All right. So now let's go ahead and select this and let's take a look at what we can do editing wise. So, obviously we can change to, you know, any normal type of thing there. Uh, in your settings, you can make your adjustments as you would normally do that. However, we can also go ahead and click this for the fusion. So we can get in there. Once we're in the fusion, then we have a little bit more options with that. We can go ahead and select our modifiers, and then we can, make some changes, say on here. So let's see how it is normally. All right. But now say we want to change that delay a little bit. See how that looks. Add a little more delay, 2.4. We can also do, say, between first and last character. I don't think that's going to come out too good, but we can see. I like that between each character. We can do completely random. This can be interesting. Let's keep it there. Let's try character range. First character, last character. Let's put it at 10, see how that goes. So yeah, you can make a lot of adjustments through there, messing with their modifiers. You can recreate the shading. Oh, that's not doing anything there. Oh, so it's on modifier. Anyway, so yes, you can come into the Fusion, do a little bit of extra because this is text plus, but that background is the background that it has set there. So you're not able to really do much of a adjustments to that there. All right. So yeah, let's see. That's how you get to these titles, the pack there. Let me see if there's anything else we need to go over here real quick. Oh yeah, so also Illustrator. Let me open Illustrator. I don't really use Illustrator as a program, but let me go ahead and find it here. I guess I can just double click something. That should open it. Yeah, it's really nice that you can make you can create things in Illustrator, so you can actually use a lot of this stuff to help you build your thumbnails, or if you are doing some things with cinematic, then you're able to create lots of stuff for that as well. Let's see what opens up. We'll bring that out of the way. Activate the fonts. This is the first time I've opened Illustrator with this, so I have no idea. I don't really use the Illustrator. I'm a photographer. I've always done Photoshop, but never really worked with Illustrator that much. I have no idea what I'm doing with Illustrator. I'm not sure why everything is all in one thing. So if you do know Illustrator, then yeah, this will be useful to you. But for me, I really don't use it, so I'm quite confused. Just want to show you that you are able to utilize that. So let's close that out here. Project files, overlays. We've already gone through all that. We've gone through there. We have our fonts are done. And yeah, if you need, what's going on here? Did I lose my screen here? Nope. Okay, I'm back. All right. So if you need to know how to install or utilize this stuff, there is a tutorial here where you can just click and open, and they will teach you exactly what you need to do, which is in there, which is great. All right. So we close that up. All right. So I'm going to drop that link one more time. So anybody who may not have joined there, let me see here. Copy that link. All right, so there, this last chance, anybody that is here that wants to join the giveaway, go ahead, open that link and be a subscriber, and go ahead and comment happy birthday on that video. And then I will go ahead and do the drawing and we find out who is our winner. Once you are, if you are chosen as the winner, it's totally random. You will be, you will need to give me your email address. So, yeah, I'll let you reach out to me in email. You send me your email address and name, and I will be forwarding that to Easyedit.pro, and they will send you your pack. Now, also, I just want to mention that once we do the giveaway, I'm already in talks with somebody else who actually creates some really awesome stuff for DaVinci Resolve. They're currently working on things that are used for DaVinci Resolve 18. I think as soon as they're ready for DaVinci Resolve 19, then we will be doing another giveaway, except this time would have 3 tier levels. There would be, you know, a first, second, and third place. So somebody would be able to win everything that they have, which has some really powerful features, lots of transitions, and some really cool stuff. Second and third place would win 2 of anything that they would like, and the third place, of course, would be 1 of anything they would like. So there will be a really nice giveaway coming up. Maybe around October, I think, is when they will be fully available to launch, or maybe even before. All right, so I'm going to give you another 2 minutes, and then we can go ahead and do the random picker. Does anybody have any questions or anything they want to see or go over while we wait these next couple minutes here? Oh, I see you're in Wake Forest, Old Blue Eyes. Yeah, I spent a little bit of time there while I was in North Carolina. We eventually just ended up moving to Fuquay. Really wish I could figure out how all the stuff worked on this StreamYard. Not having any music or anything is, making it a little dry. But all right, so we just have about 1 more minute, and then we'll do the giveaway. Hopefully, it'll be to somebody who's actually here in the live stream. That would be really nice. Yeah, doing this live stream is so much different than shooting a video. Alrighty. I don't see any more questions. So, okay, I see Rick Ray just commented on there. So that's good. Rick Ray is now entered in there. All right, so let's get onto that website and let's see what we can get for a winner here. All right, so you can watch all of this live so you can know for sure that whoever wins is the winner. So we're going to use the keyword filter. My keyword is happy birthday. And I am going to click and see. Let's see. All right, once I hit pick a winner, then we've got it. All right, so we have GRTZ 1983. Let me just go ahead and check if I can see if they are, in fact, a subscriber. Just take me a minute here. Recent subscribers. Let's see if there's an easy way to find them. So is GRTZ 1983 here in the chat or no? All right, so this person has that many subs. That'll be easier to find them. It's going to take me a couple minutes to search through all the subscribers to see if they are. Unfortunately, YouTube does not have a good way to see this. Very difficult to check on the subscribers. They don't do it alphabetically. All right, so if you don't make your subscriptions public, then you cannot actually see that. All right, yeah, I haven't seen them either, so unfortunately, yeah. But however, that is the person who was picked. I will just have to check with them specifically to make sure that they are a subscriber. And yeah, so that will be the person who has won it. So anyway, thank you all who have entered. I really appreciate it, and really appreciate all you guys coming in here during this support this morning. All right, so now, yeah, we've got the giveaway done there. Is there anything else regarding this this type pack that anybody's interested in? The price for the pack, let me go back to the Easyedit.pro. Currently, they have this on sale. Let me just go back to their website. So if you go to Easyedit.pro, let me make sure I'm on the right thing here. So here's Easyedit.pro. I'll drop you a link here. Now, this is non-affiliate linked to me, just so you know. Um, so right here we have the cinematic titles pack, which is up here. They have it on sale for $29 right now. Um, Make sure that if you choose it for whichever one you're using, DaVinci Resolve here in the middle. There's After Effects. They have Premiere Pro. And they also happen to have some other things that you might want to look at. If you didn't want the cinematic titles, maybe you wanted something else they have. As this is a pretty good company, like an important thing regarding this is that you know that they are going to be updating from now all the way through the future. They continue to update from, DaVinci Resolve, 18, 19, or go into 20 and beyond. And all of those updates that they give are free. So anything that they add to the title pack would be something that you get. All right. Thank you, Prosperity Rising. You have a good day. Reno, let's see. The winner was GRTZ 1983. Last option and then create. Okay, I see. Let me get onto there again. So Polygon line, and you say create. Let's see, where's that? Arrow. Oh, that's pretty awesome. You see that? Wow. And yeah, you can even modify that arrow if you wanted to. That's interesting. So if you want to change the color, obviously you're just going to want to, change your background that you're doing that in. Ah, that's really interesting. There we go. I got a new little, I can create like a mouse pointer. I should bring that in. Be a pain to do that way, but whatever. Change the border width, soft edge, invert. Solid or not. Yeah, man, that's really cool. Wow, Raina, really thank you for that. That's really awesome, man. That really helps. All right, thank you, camera guy. Yeah, thanks for coming in. I'm gonna have some questions for you regarding this live stream stuff because I know you and Callie Kim are always doing your live streams, and you know a whole lot more than I do about that. So yeah, that's really cool there, Raina. Thank you, the Jackster. Really appreciate that. All right, so yeah, this is really cool. Does anybody have any other questions regarding anything else? I mean, beyond the title pack, and can you know just go over some basic stuff. I guess now, if anybody has anything they want to do. Yeah, this is my first live stream, so I'm really confused with all of this stuff here. So I'm very grateful all of you were able to hang out with me at least for some of this time here and be able to do this with me. Oh, give me a second here. My camera's just beginning to overheat because I forget. I have like a little radiator that goes on the back of it to keep it cool, but yeah, I forgot to turn it on. Oh yeah, I saw you can change the colors. So many things that you can change. Yeah, there's a lot of things we can do. We can invert it, create a solid. We can make it a soft edge, change the border width. Easy to size. We can really mess with a lot of things here. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with this. Okay, so let's see what we can figure out for that. Let me just do a whole new poly with that. That way we get back to the original. So I'm just going to go ahead and just do two of them. Come all the way down here. Create arrow. So now we have this arrow. All right. Create the size. No. So let's see. Click that. You said the same one, right? But it's in here. Let me bring that one up so people know what we're looking at here. Same menu, but it's in draw style and then custom spine cut. Same menu, but it's in draw style. Whoops. So there's custom key point color, custom handle color, custom spline color. All right, let's mess with the spline colors. Insert blue. Whoops. Yeah, I have my thing set up so it does this instead of moving around in the Fusion page. I'll have to fix that. All right, let's try looking at that again with create draw start handle color. No? Try this one. Grab a random color here. Not seeing anything different there. Oh, really? You can even get it to more? Yeah, that would be really cool if we could get it to more. All right, let's see. You make it look so easy. My first edit in DaVinci took almost a day to complete, but I think I got it good. Ready already. Second video is coming on. Yeah, that's awesome, Robert. At first, DaVinci Resolve can seem like it's a little overwhelming because there's just so many things that you can do, and then trying to figure out the things that you want to do, it can be a little difficult. However, um, once you get these things, then it just becomes so easy, and then you just consistently expand your ability. So DaVinci is really amazing. It seems a little overwhelming for the first, several projects, but then after that, you'll start settling in, and things will get pretty good there. So, Robert, are you working in Fusion? Are you just focused on the edit page, or what were you doing there? All right, select the points and make a new spline. We just start with a new spline here. Just go ahead and grab that one. Polyline, create, rectangle. Okay, well, nothing worked there. We'll try that again. Try hit ellipse, nothing. All right, so let's go back one more time. Create. So I'm not getting rectangle. I see. All right, now I understand. Let me just undo all that. All right, so we're gonna start here. Let me just go ahead and throw something on there. Well, I'm gonna select that, and we're gonna go to create rectangle. All right, nothing popped up this time. Where did it go? I keep hitting something with my mouse. All right, selecting that, let me try again. I'm gonna go to create and rectangle. Why am I not getting? Is it hidden? There we go. Okay, I see. That's fine. So I'll just put them. I think I keep hiding it when I do that. Let's try the ellipse real quick and see how that works there. All right, so we got the ellipse and we'll hit that. Okay, so you can also do it right into an ellipse or a rectangle. That's pretty cool. Let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, doing an edit, um, on your first day, that is pretty good. Results right in there. Hello, Suburban Philosophy. Thanks for joining us. A little late. Uh, oh, is it blurry? Let me see here. Yeah, I guess the stream. Yeah, because I'm using StreamYard. I'm sorry, it's my first live stream, and StreamYard was not working well for me. Or I'm sorry, OBS was not working well for me. I had to jump into StreamYard, and apparently they're only streaming in 720 for me. So I'm sorry about that. There's a hidden hotkey manager in Fusion as well, but I've never seen anyone make a video about it. Now, I thought I've seen something about the hotkeys for Fusion. I just don't remember where. All right, so you say, let me bring that up. All right, so we'll do Control Shift Space. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing, aren't I? Something pop up there? No. Control Shift Space. I'm not getting anything popping up for that, for hotkeys. We were just messing around a little bit. That Reno had pointed out a couple of interesting features. So if you want, I'll actually show you real quick if you had missed it. What he mentioned was that if you take a poly, yeah, so I'm just going to connect it there to the background. Just go ahead and make whatever points that you make. If you select the point, you can right click it, come down to polygon 1 polyline, which is your last one here. If you come down to create, it gives you these options for ellipse, rectangle, or arrow. These two have a little pop-up menu. You can create an ellipse or a rectangle according to size. But if you just click arrow, it's just going to create yourself an arrow like this. And then this is also quite customizable. So if we click another point, we go to that same menu, we can come down to draw style, and then we can, make some changes there. Let's see, I can add that as that. But we can also change like the colors. Let's go back down to that draw style. Whoops. Draw style and customs. Which color was it? Key or handle? I think it was this one. Let's just try. No, not that one. Okay, so the spline becomes yellow if I do it that way. And let's do the other one. All right, so key points become yellow. So there's a lot of different things you can do with it. You can change the colors for all of that from around it. But inside would still be that color. Let's make that a little bigger. Maybe you can see that one white. Not seeing any of the colors on there though. Okay, yeah, would be command. I do have a control key on this, but I see that. So let me go back to there. So command shift and space. And then we're gonna do what, hotkeys? Yeah, the Fusion Hotkey Manager. Casey Ferris might have done one regarding this. Now I know with this mouse, I could probably set up some hotkeys on there, so that way, actually, maybe it was Resolve. What was this? I know somebody did something regarding hotkeys. There is one of my favorite channels there. Let me try to see if I can find. Creative video tips. He may have done something. He's really awesome with these things. This guy's got like 20, 30 years experience here. So, I mean, let me go ahead and get. There's a link to the creative video tips. If you're looking for like these little specific kind of things like that, this is definitely the guy to go check on there, or at least ask. He may have done a hotkeys video. I remember seeing them somewheres, and it certainly does help. But I do believe Casey Ferris also may have done something that did mention some hotkeys that just make your life a little easier in Fusion by being able to place the nodes on there just by hotkeys. So that's useful. I used to mask out arrows from a background node by adding individual points. Yeah, it can be annoying, but yeah, that can really speed you up, and then you can very easily adjust this. You can mess with your X rotation. So you can really make some pretty creative things with this. Of course, there's a Y rotation as well. So, I mean, we can really create some awesome stuff with something like this. Yeah, I really like that. That very simple, just a polygon on the background node. Really quick, and you can adjust everything so good there. Film Core Digital, that's the only guy I've seen make a video about that. All right. Film Core Digital. So let me go ahead and put that in so I can actually check that out later. Film Core Digital. All right. There are some old videos from Old School Fusion channel, but it's deep hidden on YouTube. Yeah, you know what? There are some really good old channels from Fusion. Unfortunately, a lot of people had disappeared because DaVinci Resolve previously was not as big as it is now. Recently, as they have consistently made editing better and not just a color grading system. And yeah, they've really improved a lot. And now that Premiere Pro, so many people are leaving because of what uh, they've been doing there at Adobe. And they're coming to DaVinci Resolve. So right now, there's a huge expansion for people on YouTube with that. Um, yeah. Sereno, do you make any videos about this kind of stuff, or are you just sharing info? I'll have to check out your channel too later. So, what kind of videos are you guys making? Okay, I see, Raina, you don't have any videos on there. Well, you have a playlist though. Got a fusion playlist. So this playlist you have that stuff you collected and you're just sharing. I see you got Black Magic Fusion tutorials and Fusion Showcase. You got a lot of videos involved in there for us to watch. Mine, okay. Let's see here. We've got the Jackster has channels based on making Minecraft tutorials and such. I've never played Minecraft. I'm not really into the gaming anymore, you know, when I was younger, but not anymore. Let's see. Milo Lab Tuts. Oh yeah, Pirates of the Confusion. That was a great one. I really liked his channel. I wish he would do some more. Statics VFX, Simon Ubsell, etc. There's a Fusion focused channel. Fusion is bought by Black Knight. Okay. Content creation guides. What equipment to use? Camera gear, mics, etc. Yeah, RO videos. If you guys want to take a look at some pretty awesome editing ways, you can check out RO videos. He's got some nice stuff. Of course, it's not in English, but you know, they edit themselves. Really awesome. Yeah, I collect a lot of Fusion cuts from the depth of YouTube. Yeah, I can see. So, how long have you been? How long have you been doing this? How long have you been working with Fusion and DaVinci? Yeah, you've been there. Yeah, I can't speak Spanish, but what I can do is analyze what people do. So, I'm here in China, and actually, while I'm out in the public, we're just working with the things here. Everything's Chinese, which I understand a certain level of it, but I'm not fluent. So, and the way they do the live streams or they do anything, everything's real fast. However, their video editing, they do some really cool stuff, and I can understand what they're doing, and we'll be using that to apply for things when I work with my wife, who is Chinese. Of course, we want to have like a Chinese feel to certain things when we do that, even if it's in English. But yeah, even if whether somebody speaks Spanish, they speak Chinese, they speak whatever, if you go watch their videos, the video editing is still there. The sound effects that match into those edits and the speed to the music or whatever, you can learn so much stuff from watching other people's videos. So yeah, I don't mind if it's in a different language. I don't understand it. I just know, and I know you put a lot of work into every one of your videos. So anybody wants to go check out Oro videos, definitely do that. He makes some good content. Using Fusion and Resolve for a client works since Resolve 17. Okay, yeah. So same here. I was in there since it may actually been 16, right at the end of 16, going into 17. Used to use Final Cut Pro, and boy, am I glad I changed to DaVinci. Yeah, I liked Final Cut Pro until, really see that you can create all of your own things in DaVinci Resolve, be able to go into the Fusion page, create your own motion graphics, and then when you're working with a client, you can specifically create something just for them, and that can really separate you, and you don't have to pay for it all. Plus, then the color grading, you know, everything that you do in Final Cut Pro is, you're putting a lot over your color grading. You're damaging, but in DaVinci, you're actually, able to control that. And me as a photographer, I've always done so much color grading on my photos that I would prefer to be able to handle that stuff. Yeah, China, that's awesome. Yeah, it is. Yeah, China, they get a bad rep, but I have had an amazing time in China. It's really, they're so advanced in some ways. They're so far behind in some ways, but it's a great mix, and there's just so much here, so much history. It's really rich in everything that you do here. So, let's see here. There's a massive fusion artist who is from China as well. His name is Jun Yu. He has a lot of plugins as well for fusion. Okay. My God, Raina, you're just pouring on all kinds of stuff for me here. So more and more channels. I'm just gonna have to make like a whole list just from the things you mentioned. All right, I'll have to check out Junior. Not sure which one that'll be there, but I'll just save that for later. I got so much there. That YouTube audio dub feature would be help breaking all the language breaking. Yeah, with the way AI is going, I would expect to start seeing stuff like this within the next year to year and a half. AI is going to expand so fast, and maybe that's exactly what we'll be getting soon. AI, as it goes, it's going to happen really fast. So that would be really cool. Is the guy that made that crazy dragon? I tried to watch one of his YouTubes. He made a dragon infusion. I've seen people doing that in Blender, and that's absolutely amazing. But I didn't know anybody did that in Fusion. Like Fusion, this things working in 3D space, isn't the greatest with Fusion. I don't think. So I would think that going to Blender or, of course, I think After Effects is better on a lot of things in the 3D space, but I think Blender would probably be much better regarding something like that. I was using Premiere, but Resolve changed the game for me, and Fusion was actually the reason for me to switch, even though it's a color page for most people. Yeah, I can totally understand that. My choices were to go from Final Cut Pro to either Premiere or to DaVinci Resolve, and yeah, it was absolutely definitely. I went to DaVinci Resolve and bought the studio version because how awesome it was. However, I already had the subscription through Adobe for everything because being a teacher in China gave me a huge discount, and I only spend like $14 per month or something, $15 per month, and I get the entire Adobe suite. So that was pretty easy for me. Uh, However, I absolutely prefer DaVinci Resolve over that. The architecture and the tech in China is mind-boggling. I watch those walking on streets videos in the background. I'm working. Yeah, it can be really crazy the ability they have. Um, everybody laughs about the things made in China, but what it is other countries use the Chinese labor to make the cheapest possible products. And those things that get sent overseas to your countries are very low quality. However, the things that are made here, they make extremely high quality stuff. Like, so, and unfortunately, things are also knockoffs, um, you know, but they make the highest quality knockoffs. Some of the things you cannot even tell that there's any difference. I mean, their quality is so ridiculous. Uh, so let's see here. He has a YouTube channel where he posts his creations. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to find that. I found a woman Junyu, but I haven't found the Junyu for that. I'll have to search a little bit more in depth. Yeah, if you happen to have his channel though, if you could drop a link in there, that would be great, and we can easily find him that way. I've already seen it do great on Mr. Beast. Okay. I haven't done anything for the arrow for morphing. I'm not really sure how you mean to do the morph. I haven't really worked with it that much, but if we can go over that, we can do that. Fusion is actually older than After Effects. Is not a third program. They've got a 3D screen. Yeah, I think Fusion was more specifically to try to create the Hollywood VFX and stuff, and of course, yeah, that was its own specific. And then Blackmagic Design bought that to add it to its color grading software, and then brought in Fairlight as well, which is really awesome. And now they have, I think, best the best editing software that covers everything for any creator, especially for free. I mean, I can't believe they even have a free version at the level that they have. Fusion was created in '87. After Effects was in '93. Wow, man, you really know your history here. You've got so much info. Well, technically, iPhones are made in China as well. Yeah, pretty much everything is actually made in China. However, what gets shipped around the world has different quality too. So, the computers that we see in the USA are designed a certain level for the USA. European Union gets its own level of computers, and China and Asia get their own level computers. So, just because it's made in a certain location does not mean that's the quality that gets put around. The cheap products that get sent to Walmart and things made from China are extremely cheap. However, we can get really high quality things in China. You know, uh, that's better than that. All right, his channel username is June3546. YouTube chat blocks links, I think. Okay. I had no idea. This is my first time there, so let me check that. We've got June3546. Bring that up into here. Energy ring for Black Magic Fusion. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, this looks like a good page. I'm going to subscribe now. I'll have to check out some of this stuff. Yeah, it looks like he's really good. Rainer, you're really giving more information than anybody here. My gosh. CapCut is made in China and is made by the same company who owns TikTok, and $10 a month is really cheap for Cap. Yeah, CapCut is made by the same holders that own Douyin. Douyin is the Chinese TikTok, and yeah, they purchased an editor there in the U.S. And they created it as CapCut, and they also have the same version of that here. However, if you check what CapCut is, and you go to Filmora and you check what Filmora was, less than a year ago, and all the things, and then suddenly CapCut was very similar to Filmora. So CapCut gets their ideas from certain things, and maybe in the near future, TikTok gets banned, and well, CapCut would disappear due to the fact that they are owned by the same company, which could be banned. So just keep that in mind. You CapCut is really nice if you just need some quick drag and drop stuff and you're doing something, and but as you get more professional, you do have to move on to a more professional editor. So DaVinci Resolve, Premiere Pro are far better than that. So yeah. So I went to the model of the comp, drew a line, made an arrow, then went to the beginning, selected all the line and made an ellipse, and it more as they comp if you want to try. All right, let's see there. So I went to the model of the comp, drew a line, made the arrow, then went to the beginning, selected all the line, and made it an ellipse. Whoops. All right. So we're going to go here and we're going to make it an ellipse. All right, I think I was it. All right, so what you did was, why is my editor off here? Here we go. All right, so you went here. I'm just going to select everything here. Shape animation. This way we don't miss anything. So I've got everything keyframe. Now I'm just going to go to 10. Select from that point. That thing became huge. Let me bring this down so that way it doesn't become. Put that up. All right, it created an ellipse, but I'm going to redo that again. Well, that's interesting. Not what I was expecting, but as you see, when I created that, it actually drew a path for it. So, I made a mistake. But whatever, we found an interesting thing from that mistake. I know you guys are comments. Your comments are far beyond where I'm at. I'm going to try to catch up as quickly as I can here. So, Blackmagic Design is making a flame competitor, all in one post production suite. Saves so much time. $10 a month is cheap, but I really don't like a subscription. Yeah, that's the thing about DaVinci Resolve is that once you purchase it, it's yours forever. And what is important from that, if you listen to what their CEO said, is that you spend years working on your projects and then suddenly your business is not doing well, you cannot afford that monthly subscription and now you've lost all of your work. That's ridiculous. And that is Black Magic Design's stance on it, is that you know you should have access to the things that you've worked on, and you should. I mean, you put years in to something. Say you go onto Adobe, you get Adobe, and you're spending ridiculous amount of money per month, and suddenly you can't pay that. And now all those years of work that you put in there, say you were with them for the last 7 years, now suddenly you no longer have access to that, and that is ridiculous. So yeah, I definitely don't like the subscription when it comes to a video editor. Yes, ByteDance. That is the name of their thing there. CapCut basically copied Final Cut Pro in one. Yeah, but right now CapCut is more like Filmora. They really went after what they were doing. I think the morph is happening because all points are keyframed in Fusion. Yeah, that makes sense. Um, It's happening because the shape animation is turned on. The last line on the poly menu in the inspector. I love these again subscriptions as well. Sleeveless MTG playing the dudes is a lot of fun for sure. Yeah, yeah. Sleeveless also. He's another guy that does this guy here, Sleeveless MTG. If you like Magic the Gathering, yeah, he makes some pretty cool animations. You can check out his stuff too. I'm sure once that new tool comes out, which is for the macro creator, when that comes out, you're going to be able to create a lot of your animations a lot better, easier, and add some really cool stuff to your videos. So if anybody's wanting to learn about some really nice animations, yeah, I would definitely check out Sleeveless too. Uh, you know, although your camera, I guess your camera, you're just using like a webcam or something. So maybe it's not the highest quality on the video there, but the stuff he does in Fusion is pretty nice. Just create another one real quick. So, all right, we'll just right click that, not draw style. I'm going to do create arrow. All right, so bring that there. I have a nicer. Now we'll come to the middle. I'm going to right click that and do that to the ellipse. Okay. All right. So now let's see if that does. That didn't work. I'm doing something wrong here. I'll try it one more time. I'll start it at the beginning. Put that in there. Drop that in there. That right click, polyline, create arrow. come to the middle, select the point, create. What? Can't do that. Yes. Okay. Well, I'm definitely doing something wrong here. If you see what I'm doing wrong, just go ahead and mention it. Fusion still hands down. Yeah, this time I just did it with the default. You know, the last time I did it because it had started up here, probably because I had moved something. So I just redid it right from the beginning here. And yeah, this is just a weird thing I'm getting now. Am I clicking on the wrong point or something? Yeah, so I am doing it with a fresh polygon node. Okay, so as you see, and it's at the start. So I've got it there, and then I just brought it to the middle. I do the same thing here. Set on ellipse. Okay. And then I'm just getting that weird animation. There's a little bit of a delay for the live stream. So, I mean, you guys are, a good 5 to 10 seconds behind me here. So it takes a little bit for me to catch up to your chat. Let me try that. No, it even moved it over. I tried it onto a different point. What am I doing wrong here? That was interesting. So with the CW orientation unchecked, it just, okay, now it's going to do that again. See, I tried to make a line and turn it into an arrow in the first frame and then move 50, 60 frames. Right click on my, yeah, that's exactly what I did, Reno. Yeah, here, I'll show you again. So here, I'm going to bring the poly in, make the line, right click, make the poly, I'm going to create the arrow. All right, and that's on the, this time I'm not there. Hold on, let me redo that. And go back to the front. Okay, here we go. Again, do it the right way again. So there we go. Make that line. Right click, polyline, create arrow. All right, so I've got the arrow. So I'll go to 60. Now I'm here. I'm gonna right click on that, go down to the same thing, create an ellipse. Let me leave that checked because that's the way it was. Okay, now I have the ellipse and I go all the way to the back. And as you can see, I'm just stretching this. No. Huh. Go right from the beginning. All right, so that's at 14. So I'll just move it up to 74. Break the ellipse. Yeah, as you can see, it just keeps doing the same thing for me. Okay, so you did it from ellipse to the arrow. All right, so let's try that. That's okay. I can always do that. And change the color. Do it red. All right, so let's start this. Oh, this one here. All right, so we got the arrow. I'm gonna bring the size up a little bit so you can see it a bit better. I shouldn't have done arrow. Let me bring that back over to ellipse. There we go. All right, so we've got the ellipse. Let me go to 60. And do arrow. Okay, so there we go. We got it to morph from an ellipse to an arrow, and it looked horrible, but that it worked. Yeah, okay, so ellipse to arrow works better, but yeah, from the arrow to ellipse, I guess we would have to run it in reverse there. All right, so let's see here. By the way, anyone know good video how to record screen on wide ultra monitor? Mine is 25 by 60 by 1080, 1610, but I want to export 16 by 9. I am using a 40-inch widescreen, and I do not record the full screen when doing that because it does not transfer to 16 by 9. So what you can do is record your window size specifically to 16 by 9 and use that, just only use the amount that you're actually recording in. So yeah, I run a 2 monitor system. I have a 40-inch down below here, and then up top I now have up top I have a 27-inch. That one's my 16 by 9. When I do my tutorials, I actually try to do everything there because that way it'll match what other people do. But using an ultra wide monitor, it doesn't fit right into anything. So anytime I do use the 40-inch monitor, all I do is I record only that size, the 16 by 9 aspect ratio within that monitor, and leave stuff off of the other space. So if anybody has any ideas what to do better for him, please go ahead and fill him in with that info. But yeah, that's the way I do it. So. All right. Well, there's only so much we can do with the polygon node here, and creating arrows and morphing them into things. So, anybody have any other things they would like to go over while you've got me here? Cropping in post, yeah. But then you're also deteriorating the footage that way, which isn't too cool. Yeah, it's much better. Anything that you do, like when it comes to the camera, you always want to get things right in camera first. You want to get things right on your recording, whatever it is. If you can get the right size done there, everything editing wise becomes so much easier and a higher quality. So yeah, I would suggest you just try to figure out how to make sure you're recording the right size and not trying to manipulate things. You'll get a higher quality. I know this stream is low quality, but everything else I do is in 4K. You can see how any of my tutorials, you'll see DaVinci Resolve is crystal clear because I record in the correct size. Would a resize change it in Resolve, or maybe he means using a node? And I always suggest just to make sure you get the things right when you record it. I mean, you can do things in post. However, you run into more issues when you do things in post. So, best thing is just to get it right first. You can actually drag and flick to see a node in the viewer. That's my favorite way. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you mean. You can drag and flick to see a node in the viewer. Oh, interesting. Okay. So you mean instead of pressing like one or two, you just go ahead and drag it? That's interesting. I've never done that. I've always just, select it and just press the one or two. Makes it easier for me that way. That's all right. That's probably the best. My guess is his gameplay is probably cropped out if he records part of the screen. Ah, I see. Okay, so is that what's going on? Are you doing gaming and you're just not getting everything in there because of that? I've learned it from watching old Fusion tutorials from Twitter, Fusion YouTube. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, uh, sleeveless, you understand that. So, unfortunately, I don't know much about the gaming, so I haven't done those types of things there. So yeah, I guess you would want to keep your wide monitor into there. Let me see here. Let me just do a real quick screen recording of my big monitor, and I'll bring that in and we'll look at it. Oops, so it should be down a little bit here. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to record that for a couple seconds. That's really weird. I should have the stop button. All right, there we go. Now I'm recording. Okay. Everything disappeared there for a minute. All right, so I've got that recording. This is going to be difficult. All right, so here we go. We have, this is what it's like on my 40-inch monitor. So as you can see, I've just got those black bars there. Oh, hey, Rusty Garage. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, late on the giveaway, but we just continue talking a little bit about some of the stuff in DaVinci Resolve, and we're all learning some really interesting stuff. Mr. Reno here is really, really teaching us some stuff here. He's got some real old school things regarding Fusion. If you right click on the play button, it gives you a menu. There you can select frame intervals, like play each frame or 2 frames and so on. I'm not getting anything from right clicks. Oh, in Fusion. Okay. Yeah, well, that makes sense. You're the Fusion guy here. Okay. 0.5. All right, so let's just throw it on 2 and see what happens. 25. That's interesting. Yeah, that's something I need to start working on more too, is focusing in Fusion. I was doing a lot with that before, but then had to focus more on a lot of other things. I definitely need to spend more time in Fusion again and creating the motion graphics. I think once there's a new tool going to be coming out pretty soon, which is the macro creator. And the thing that I struggled with in Fusion was actually creating the list of items that I wanted on the edit page. And that specifically is going to make that so much easier. And that'll solve my problems there. Yeah, I can tell you know all kinds of interesting things. So yeah, you know what, Rusty Garage, we can show you something that Reno had pointed out here. So just going to create a background node here. Just going to make a color. I'm just going to make that red. I'll grab a polygon node. I'm going to connect it there. When you do that, you go ahead and just click 2 points. Then on the end point here, I'm just going to click the polyline. I'm going to come down to create, and then I can create an arrow. Just like that, and it's created an arrow. Let's undo the arrow. I'm going to make sure I'm on 0. I'm going to do the same thing on that same control. Go all the way down to the bottom. Come down to create. And this time I'm going to create ellipse. So we create the ellipse. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try it differently. You did ellipse before, so why don't we do it with a rectangle? All right, so let's try that with a rectangle. So create, I'm going to do rectangle. And my menu didn't pop. Where's my menu? Is it hidden here? It's not here. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay. So now we've got a rectangle. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over to, say, 60. I'm going to right click this, go down to that same menu, create arrow. And let's see what happens. So from here to there. Oh, we're still on that. Let me go back to 1 on there. So that way it's so as you can see, it'll morph into an arrow. So let's see if it's at 60. Let's go to 120. And let's do that again, except this time we'll morph that into the lips. Okay, now let's see. Well, that was pretty horrible. We should have hit it there, do there, and do it here. Do that. Create. Oh, yeah. So when messing with that into that ellipse, that kind of messes that up. Let's see. So the way I'm bringing this up, I'm actually going to show you right now. I'm going to. Oh, hold on a second. All right, let me bring this up. So as you can see here, I'm using StreamYard, right? And the way the StreamYard works is right here. I can just go ahead and click on this, and that'll bring that up like that. Of course, that's a little annoying seeing yourself over and over again in there. Works with solid unchecked too. Could be pretty useful for tutorial. If you want to scale the points in a polyline, hold S. Key to twist, scale. Yeah, that's some really good stuff. And, sure, you know, I'll go back over. I get what you're talking about there. So you can, well, I'll just select them all this way. So you can hold different keys. So like S, you can grab and drag. If you're holding S, that's going to scale it. You know, so this is just up and down. Let's see. Yeah, T to twist. Let me just grab this point. So T is going to spin it around. X to scale in the X axis. So let's do an X axis. Yeah, of course, Y to the Y. So I just started using DaVinci in December, still have a ton to learn. No background in any editing. Well, you pick the right editor if you want to become really professional with it. You know, yeah, DaVinci's by far the best when it comes to being free, and in a lot of things, it's just the best. And so overall, you definitely have the best editor there, and there's a lot to learn. But once you understand the basics of everything you do, it'll really flow through well for you. Then you can start adding in your skills and creating the things specifically there. Never imagined I'd have a live stream where somebody was going to come in and start teaching everybody for me. Thank you, you're awesome, man. Yeah. So everybody, I mean, whatever he's posting, uh, I'm going to try to show it up there so that way everybody can learn. I've learned a few things. It's a blast. Yeah, I enjoy working with DaVinci. It's one of my favorite things. Well, hey, I appreciate you using your free time to do that. I mean, you know, anybody that can help somebody, you feel free to do it. That's all. My channel is only about making sure people can be better, be them best selves, and to get, you know, uh, whatever they can out and improve themselves. All I want is for you to be successful, and if you can help other people be successful, I couldn't appreciate. I couldn't appreciate. Yeah, let me drink some water here. I couldn't appreciate you anymore. Yes, thank you, Reno. Very good. Yeah. So the Jackster wants to know, what was your channel, Reno? Let's see. DaVinci Resolve is an amazing program. The same thing used to cost with hardware around 800,000 in the 90s, 25,000 in 2000s, 1,000 after 2010s, and free and 300 now. So they are basically giving it away. Yeah, absolutely. The free version is fantastic, but the studio is so far beyond anything. I mean, you just think, yeah, 300. If you got After Effects and paid it monthly, I mean, you're paying that for more than that for the whole year anyway, right? And then DaVinci Resolve, you pay 300, you get the thing for life, and the way the CEO of Blackmagic Design, as I mentioned before, discussed is that they are going to allow you to keep it without a subscription because they don't believe in subscription for something like this. You put in years of your work, and then suddenly you can't afford a monthly payment because business got bad, the economy. I mean, crazy things happen. I mean, COVID happened, shut down a lot of businesses. Luckily, the video editing went the other way. But if something were to happen, suddenly you lost DaVinci Resolve, you couldn't do it because of a subscription, but you had put in 20 years of work. That's just horrible. So their philosophy is that you will keep it forever, and Blackmagic Design is always updating their hardware um, for the professional things, and they're making it very good for creators like us that maybe only purchase the cloud or even purchase the studio version. So for $300, you cannot beat it. I spent $200 for the Final Cut Pro, and then after getting that, I had to uh, purchase other people's plugins because I didn't have the what is it? Motion or whatever it is they have for Apple, which you have to pay another $200 for to create your own things, and then you have to learn it. And not many people were doing that. So the best thing for me to do was move to or move to DaVinci Resolve, where we can create all the stuff for free, or just pay 300 and have it for life. So that's my thoughts on that. Oh, so you do have one, Reno. Okay. It's called Fusion Resolved. Fusion Resolved. Let's check that out. Um, Not this one. We want to keep. Let me check that here. Fusion Resolve. Is that Loki? Ah, yeah, okay. So this was you, Reno? No, let's see. You had a video from 3 months ago, 5 months ago. So you had a couple videos this year. I'm just going to subscribe to you right now because you've provided so much value to me and everybody else that you've earned yourself a subscriber that way. I think everybody ought to go subscribe to Reno for everything he's put into this live stream here. Imagine the people who paid 800,000 in the 90s, even though that version didn't have most of the color grading tools. You know, the expense on these things is insane. And this is why Hollywood graphics right now are horrible. Okay. I mean, what happened was this stuff was so expensive, and how many companies could actually pay that much money and then continue to earn money? Hollywood costs $1 billion to make an amazing video right now, or one movie. They might spend $1 billion in all of the costs. They spend so much money, so now we only have a handful of companies that create those Hollywood level graphics and stuff. But so many companies had shut down because of that we don't have the highest quality ones. I mean, yeah, Marvel, they're doing amazing. But then if you take a look at, say, like what DC did with, say, that last Flash movie, that was absolutely horrible. And actually, a lot of the stuff you see that Marvel Studios does, like I mean, you look at the way the Hulk has changed with their graphics from before to what it is now, because those companies that were doing it before, they were awesome. However, not many people could afford to pay them constantly, and they all go out of business. So that's why we're stuck there. But what we're getting here is, Fusion and After Effects and things. These things are getting so good that people are going to be able to create Hollywood level motion graphics and things like that. That soon Hollywood will be dead, and it will be you who creates the new movies of the future. I mean, they're fighting against you because of the corporate stuff, but eventually they're going to fail, and it's going to be us who can create the things because of this type of software. So, yeah, that's a big part of all of that. That's crazy money back in the 90s. That's crazy money now, 90s or now. I mean, spending that much money for anything, it's expensive. Apple Motion's now $50, but it gets like no. Yeah, that um, Apple, has not done anything for the creators. Steve Jobs was about the creators and really cared about that. However, the way Apple's going now is more about the hardware. They're focused so much on hardware. not so much on the creator aspect of stuff. So they've kind of let that go. And currently, I would say that Final Cut Pro is like a professional version of CapCut. You know, that's basically where they've gone to. So yeah, I really enjoy streams, like how this has turned out. Love learning new things. Yeah, you know, I'm really happy with. I've never done a live stream before. Be able to sit here and interact and talk with people, and having somebody like Reno come in here and discuss years of knowledge. You know, he's obviously been at it for a long time and understands the history of this stuff. That's really awesome. I couldn't appreciate Reno for doing that more than I do. You're welcome, man. You've earned it. You know, I think everybody should go there. I mean, what you know? I mean, you know, you could actually just do a channel about the history of stuff that you know. That would be really awesome. The tools have been democratized. Now all 3D software, compositing software, all commercially available. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, everything that you can do in Unreal Engine and stuff like that. It's insane the things that we could actually create right now. There we go. Look, you got a sub from the Rusty Garage in Homestead. That's awesome. Uh, the prosumer market has had the most innovations with software and hardware, which is why the creator, why the movie. Yeah, you know, actually, you could shoot a Hollywood movie on an iPhone. You know, that I mean, the iPhone 15 Pro has the ability to shoot with the Apple Log. I don't know if any of you guys have much experience with that, but I'll say that Apple Log is absolutely amazing. I have the 14 Pro when that very first came out with the new Black Magic camera app. They accidentally allowed for Apple Log to work on there, and I shot some videos with it, and it was better than my R6. You know, I'm shooting this with an R6, and the Apple Log was it was better. And all I did was just press a couple things on there, didn't have to control, and it was just amazing. So really impressive for what you can make on a you know even just a phone. So yeah, the Sony is you know Sony cameras. I think they are um, some of the best when it comes to the video. So you know, yeah, you can shoot on a Sony, you can shoot on an iPhone and still create a high level Hollywood style movie, and then edit with Unreal Engine, DaVinci Resolve. You know, you can create all kinds of stuff. Hey, Chad, best of luck in your live. Love your tutorials and have helped me with so many projects. Thank you. Let's see, Alpheus Gaming. I appreciate that. Really glad that things have helped out for you. The FX6 costs 4,000 versus Alexa 65, which is the most used. That costs 150,000 just for the body. I know it's crazy how much a camera. I mean, but you know, those cameras are unquestionably, you know, absolutely amazing. But the lenses that go on those things too. I mean, 150,000 for the body, and that's not even close to the cost for a lens for one. Yeah, live streams. I plan on doing more live streams. You know, in the future, I just have to once I can understand this software that I'm going to be using and make sure it's going well. I can get music. I can get all those things in there, and then I want to start live streaming like longer things specifically for the beginners and stuff. I think that if we could really go over stuff in DaVinci Resolve, you know, because from the beginning to you know outputting a project, there's just so much information that I can only fit in a video. People are only really interested in videos that are 12 minutes or less. So it's really hard to do that. But with live streams, people will stick around, they'll do a lot more, and they'll rewatch the live streams more, which means I can give a lot more information. So, I mean, everything from, say, setting up the projects. Let me bring this up. So, I mean, there's so much information just going on here in this project libraries and understanding projects that are in the libraries, how to get all of this set up, which is really confusing for beginners. And then we can go into our project settings. I mean, there's so many things that I do in here that can really improve the quality of everybody's videos. And, I mean, I'm working on Mac, so as you see, I'm using like the ProRes LT. I set that up. I'm not actually using anything right now as I'm not caching it, but things like this can really help, making sure that you understand the color management, because there's so much there. We can automatically color manage everything, and the capture playback, also making sure that your audio, especially for YouTube, if you don't have this set up at the -14 LUFS, and then even when you get what you think is good, you're still getting dynamic range compression onto your audio, you totally destroy it. So yeah, I plan to do a lot more on live streams that we can do longer things that can really help out some people. So if you're interested in that, plus in the future, like I said, we'll do more giveaway. I'm currently in talks with somebody that makes some really cool stuff. Give me a second here, and I can. I think it's R Visual. They're creating something for us in DaVinci Resolve, but they're not ready yet. All right, let me see here. Now, what you're going to see here is probably going to be old. Is this it? So somebody made something for this. This is for their camera move. I don't know why their specific channel didn't actually. Here we go. This guy, he's actually from the Czech Republic, but he's making some really cool stuff here. So this is the camera move. So it's been a while since he's updated his YouTube channel, but they created these really awesome. This is just for the camera move itself, but he's got a lot of transitions. He's creating all kinds of stuff. Currently working on DaVinci Resolve 18, but once his stuff is available for DaVinci Resolve 19, which is going to be released soon, then we'll be able to work with him and get a giveaway. He plans on having everything launched by October, he said. So yeah, and he wants to give a giveaway where it's not just one item, but rather three. So like first prize would be everything. Second prize, you could choose two different things, and third prize, you would be able to choose one, which is really awesome. So there's a lot more than what you just saw there, but that is what we would be looking at there. I did a lot of research when I was looking into upping my editing game. DaVinci, it was huge learning curve, everything. I edited before I was done on myself. Yeah, that's, really hard editing on a phone. Such a big difference between a computer and that. And, yeah, I can imagine your struggles there. Apple bought Shake, which is the industry standard for compositing before Nuke became the industry standard, but Apple killed it and sent the whole VFX industry into. Okay, I had no idea about that. And then Digital Domain had to sell their house comp software Nuke to Foundry for the rest of the industry to use, which later became the standard. Apple log is very impressive. Yes, it is. Finally had a short hit a few days ago. Wow, crazy views for me. Okay, really? All right, let's check that out then. I'm always happy to see what you guys are doing. So I consistently uh, go to people's pages and see what you're making and try to find any mistakes you do. And that way I can include them into the live stream. I'm sorry, I can include them into what kind of video I am to make sure that I'm definitely helping you. All right, let's see here. The Rusty Garage and Homestead. Videos. Wow, 27,000 views on that one from there. Wow. Let's see the latest. Oh, it's short. You said you're short. Okay. Is that this one here, the 22,000? All right, so as you can see, I just brought up your stats for nerds and the stats for nerds, and under the volume normalized. Now, when I did my video previously about that audio, I'm not sure if you watched that or not, but that I tried to be too perfect, and that creates this DRC, which is a dynamic range compression. So if you are doing it absolutely perfect, what I suggest is bring it down a notch. Instead of having it at perfect 14, bring it down to like 14.1, 14.2, or something like this. And that way you'll see it'll go up to 100% and not DRC, which means that it wouldn't have that dynamic range compression, and then it would be better for you. Yeah, so hopefully, if you had followed that, yeah, you can fix that part there. Let's see. I hope you do more live streaming in the future. Oh yeah, definitely gonna do a whole bunch more. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Really happy to help you. Glad you like it. Casey and Daniel. Oh yeah, Daniel Batel. Yeah, he's really good. Of course, Casey. He's like, they have that Resolve Con. I don't know. Are you guys going to be watching any of that Resolve Con? Yeah, I'm in China, so my timing is a little different, but I'm going to do what I can. Only have the time for 3 days, though. Wasn't able to get into the paid because, for the weekend stuff, I have to do things with the family, so I just can't do it. Aha, so you don't know much about the edit page. Yeah, the edit page is where I've been trying to focus the most. And just basically the overall functions. I have a lot to learn about Fusion. I just haven't done enough for that. So, yeah, my focus is because I've been an editor for so long, and then I did I went through the DaVinci Resolve training and stuff, and you know, have the certification as an editor with them. So, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to make everybody's life more easy on the edit page because most of the people that come into DaVinci Resolve are editors. And, actually, I can even show you something regarding that. I'll bring this up here. So if we go into my community, and if, I'm going to give you guys some good YouTube advice right now, is this. Right here is your community tab, okay? Post every single day if you can. It's really easy to make posts. They are so simple to do. You can use the chat GPT or whatever and create them. I'm going to do a video specifically just about the community tab, how to do it correctly. I've been posting for more than 1 month every single day, and I've got so much feedback about that. So I'm going to scroll all the way down to the beginning, and as you can see, I've got just so many posts. I'll tell you, yes or no posts, true or false posts. They get a lot of engagement. And also, if you do picture, you use the 4 pictures, these kind of posts, asking questions, and always make sure that it's about your community. You're asking them questions. Never make like a vanity post about yourself. I mean, maybe once in a while you do something about the channel. Of course, you want some healthy ego going in there, but you don't want to just always talk about yourself on it. That's not so good. All right. So anyway, getting all the way down to the bottom, and my first post, and what was really important is that like I started my first post was this picture just to ask which page in DaVinci Resolve do you use least? And the least used is the Fairlight page. People don't work with their audio. The next least is actually the Fusion page, which I was quite surprised. But then color page, I was expecting to be the most because it is. However, people went with the edit page. That's the most used that we see from the negative comment. And then what I did was I asked them the positive in the same way as which page do you use most. This way I could cancel out any things or we can solidify, we know exactly. So the thing that's used the most is the edit page. So if we go and check down here on the least one that was selected was edit, and the most selected on most is there, which shows edit page is the number one thing that people focus on. And then, and it all matched up very well and told me exactly what does the community truly use, or even people on YouTube. So this is not specific to only my community, because some of my things have had thousands of votes, which are far beyond how many people are subscribed to my channel. Let me see here. Yes. So look here, I got 2.9 thousand answered. And this was from when I had like 100 subscribers or even less than that. And I still had almost 3,000 answered. So the community tab is going to bring people to your channels. They're going to interact and you're going to learn so much. So, and YouTube, I know it's about videos, but they are pushing this community tab a lot. And that's going to be huge channel growth for anybody that wants to focus on it. So really highly suggest you take a look at that. And you can feel free to go to my community tab and look over any information you want to see, like how many people are doing or whatever. And I will get a video up at some point regarding just that. Swag YOLO, when is the giveaway? The giveaway was about 2 hours ago. So unfortunately, you are not the winner. Let me see. The winner was GRTZ 1983. However, in the future, we'll be doing more giveaways. So if you want to stay tuned for that, yeah, we've got some awesome stuff that'll come up there. The reason I said that whole story is because Apple has a history of killing professional software, which is why I never got into Final Cut Pro or Launch. Well, hey man, I'm glad you're sharing the history because you know so much. I mean, you taught us so much about DaVinci Resolve and Fusion and things for the history of that. So feel free to, I enjoy learning history of stuff. It's really good to know, especially because, yeah, if Apple's going to kill something in the future, good for us to know, right? The reason why I know all this because I read the whole Wikipedia for stuff like this. Okay. You can do like a Mr. Beast style video where you just sit there and read the whole Wikipedia. that would pop for you. That's good to know. I have been doing my audio like you did in your tutorial. Okay, great. Yeah, just remember, just try to bring that down. Try not to be perfect. Don't get that perfect level, because if it's perfect and for some reason it goes too much for YouTube, they hit that DRC. It's happened to my videos, and yeah, so I'm always improving on all of the things. DaVinci Resolve's always making changes. YouTube's making changes. So there's always going to be improvements on the videos for even those things. So I'm always going to be making updates. Looking forward to watch it live. I'll start setting it to 14.1. Yeah, try 14.1 or 14.2, something like that. Just make sure you keep it in that yellow. That yellow range is good. people are missing out on Fusion and Fairlight. Yes, but especially Fairlight. Fairlight is extremely important. Fusion, a lot of people are just so confused about the nodes, and a lot of people just want to drag and drop. I believe right now so many people are coming to DaVinci Resolve, and not only that, but we're going to be very lucky as more people are going to be creating their own assets that they can sell to people, and people will be able to have their drag and drop things, or I mean, you can also do things like motion array and things like that. They have so many. If anybody needs something like that, I actually just I partnered with Artlist and Motion Array. In the link in the description has some affiliate links there. So if you wanted a Motion Array or Artlist, you can check out their links. For my community, they give an extra 2 months for free if you wanted to sign up with them. And I'll tell you, Motion Array is absolutely amazing for everything they have. All the stock footage, the stock photos, the sound effects, and the assets. There's just so many assets available. I'm going to be doing a video just on that stuff at some point, and then Artlist. All of the music I use in my videos are all from Artlist, and yeah, their sound effects and stuff are pretty good. And at some point here, I want to try to do the AI voice with them. I haven't had a chance to work with it, but we're going to be doing that at some point too. Let's see here. I use the community page, but always can learn more. So I appreciate the tips. Yeah, use that community page. YouTube is pushing it. Other people are not using it yet. Right now is the time for you to do the things that other people are not doing. I've used it, I mean, I'm not trying to create viral content, okay? Everybody wants to create viral content to blow up their pages and gain their screen. I'm not doing that. I'm just trying to build up more of a loyal base of people that I can work with and talk with and create the stuff this way. So, the way the community tab is working and pushing that, I have been able to grow my channel. Let me see here. I started my first video on this stuff in March 28th, and I am currently at over 1,650 subscribers at this point, just because I keep posting on the community tab and putting out the specific videos that I've learned that was needed to give to the community through that community tab. So I learned so much, and I give that back to what the people need, and it's really working out, and everything's going pretty fast. And just the other day, I had just hit the first monetization level over the 3,000 watch hours. So now I've activated the super chats and stuff like that. So if anybody ever does something like that, that's available. And pretty soon I'm going to be hitting that 4,000, which is going to monetize the channel with the ad revenue. So definitely utilize your community tab. It's extremely important. And when you see community posts, go interact with them, with your favorite creators. It really helps their channels. I've been doing daily community posts for a few weeks now. That's awesome, man. And that's really going to help your channel so much. I'll have to go ahead and check your stuff and see what you're doing there. It would be brain wrecking. I get the perspective of not wanting to use nodes. I used to be one of the people who didn't like nodes and was happy with AE. It was one video that made my perspective upside down. I actually do not like the layers, stacking things on top of one another. It's just, I don't know what it is about the node structures that makes so much more sense to me. However, I'm not good at like scripting and understanding the computer language, but when the nodes have those things already done and then I can utilize them, I can understand that. Yeah, yeah. The nodes make so much more sense to me than the layers. However, saying that, I think now in Fusion we have that multi merge node, and you can use that like layers if you needed to, because you can actually position things on top of one another if you use the multi merge. All right, one video completely changed my mind, and after that day, I've never touched AE or anything like that. Edit my pics in Fusion because my brain doesn't work with layers anymore. Okay. Artless AI voice is amazing. Yeah, I just haven't had a chance to work with it, but I definitely want to try. I got to come up with a good script, and see what we can do there. It was a video from an AE focused motion graphics channel. He made an hour-long video about After Effects versus Newts. And I'd recommend a video from Light VFX about nodes versus layers. Amazing Patterson. Let's see. Create evergreen type content for continuous growth. Absolutely, yes. That's another great thing with YouTube is that it's evergreen. And yeah, if you can get into the right niche, you can keep stuff going for a long, long time. And I think that's great about the video editing, um, because with DaVinci Resolve, of course, they're always updating things. But when I go watch an old video that somebody made from years ago and things are different in Fusion or something like that, and I'm working on it, that becomes the challenge for me to learn more about Fusion. Like that's when I remember things the most, is because I don't follow just step by step of exactly what to do. I get to a certain point and it stops, and then I have to understand or figure out how do I make that work. And then once I figured that out, I understand it more. So even when things change, this content can stay evergreen that way. Nodes are extremely logical and basic. Flowcharts are how they teach kids about computer programming in school. Yeah, it seems very logical to me. So, it's so much better than the layers, and when it came to like After Effects and things like that, you have just so many little things that you have to um, adjust in each of those layers. It's really confusing and annoying to me. I just hate it that way. That short that really hit really good for me is currently at 600. Wow, 625,000. Let's go check that one again now. Okay, so is that the one about removing this one here, about removing this stump? Outdoor stuff, regardless of what you do, that is a fantastic niche. You can really do something good on YouTube with this sort of thing. Yeah, that's great. Really, congratulations on getting that uh, pop content. Hope you're getting a lot of subscribers from it too. That video from Inlight VFX was really well produced, not an hour long, very well explained. Not used to talking for so long. All right, let's see. After Effects is like the only big layer-based tool. Every other pro compositing tools are node-based for a good reason. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I hate layers. What was channel again? Yes. Okay. So yes, that was the video. All right. Yeah, that's great, man. I'm really happy for you. The hour-long videos from School of Motion, and the video I'd recommend is from Enlight VFX. I think we need to just get a list of all of the channels that Reno is subscribed to and knows. No, your channel. Oh, your channel. Um, Fusion Resolved, right? So this was Reno's channel. Was here was Fusion Resolved. The chat there. Oh, okay. I see you already got that there then. Yeah, sometimes the videos that do well can sometimes just be the unplanned videos, and they just do it. I mean, you just do something at the right time, and people are just interested in it. So, you my last video that did well or started doing well just happened to be because of the timing, which was the Beta 6 release. Um, they released Beta 6, and I had 1 hour before I had to leave and go somewhere. So I just grabbed the camera, started recording, went over what the Beta 6 stuff was, and then I edited it and rendered it out and uploaded to YouTube. And I spent like 3 minutes making my thumbnail, maybe 3 to 5 minutes making the thumbnail, and then put it up there. My click through rate early on was like 17%, and I got like I don't know 5,000 to 6,000 views on that first day, which is a lot for my channel. I know big channels get that in an hour, but for me that was a lot. So yeah, sometimes it's just that one video that you just do quick or something, and it happens to be the one to pop. So I gained Oh, it gained me more than 1,000 subs. That's awesome. So, how are you doing on watch hours? I'm curious about that. I mean, yeah. I know the shorts, they don't count towards your watch hours. I guess I think you have to go through like how many views they are. But how are you doing on watch hours uh for your channel there? Yeah, shorts can blow up at random times. I don't actually I personally do not do shorts because my thing is for long form content, and I am looking for long form content watchers. I don't want to create a channel that has two separate ones, so I don't do shorts. I could blow up my channel really quick and gain tons of subscribers, but that for me, that's not going to lead into brand deals and things that are actually very helpful until I am solidified with a long form channel. Then I'll do the shorts as add ons that I can do with my brands. Yeah, of course, man. I'm going to shout out anybody. I mean, you guys are all here helping each other. You're teaching me. I mean, of course, always going to give everybody the credit they deserve. You know, everything I do, this is all about you guys. It's not about me. So, whatever you do, you're awesome and you've earned it. Oh, thank you. So, did you happen to find my channel through that video, or you just like that one? Oh, is it up to 13,000? Okay, yeah, I haven't really um, checked on that, but I'm going to be preparing one for the launch of Resolve 19. So when the full version goes, I think it'll be a good idea. I'm thinking about going over what I like the most on all of the features or something. So we'll see how that goes. Wow. So okay? Wow, 20.6K watch hours. That's great, man. You're just doing awesome. That's really great. Please give me one, sir. I'm running an educational content with some engaging editing. It would be helpful if you give one for me. Give you one what? Are you like trying to get the cinematic titles pack? Is that what you're looking for? Community page is how I found you, and your interaction with the comments as well. You see, and just like this, I told you guys about that community tab, and I have gained subscribers specifically through that. Plus, that one of the things that I've done in my posts that you should do is um, I make posts. Hold on a second. My AirPods are running out of power here, and I'm not sure where the case is. Okay, I'm gonna have to do one at a time. Okay, so um, where was I? I was about the community tab. One of the important things that I do about my posts is that when I create a video, I make sure that I ask a specific question that you might be curious about. And then I post a link to that video so that people come and watch my video. So they interact with the post plus a video. And that gives me more views, more watch time hours, and it leads people into understanding the question that they want. And what is good is if you ask a question and you give multiple choice answers, you're giving the positive feedback or negative feedback. So if I ask a yes or no question, how about we take a look at the community tab really quick? Let me find my page again there. So that way I can show you very specifically what I'm talking about. You can have the actual example. Get this back. Yeah. All right. So, for example, here we have, do you have issues with smooth playback, larger render caching files, or exporting issues? Which would you like to improve on the most, or all of the above? And then I put the link specifically to a video that actually covers all of those things there. And people are able to answer that specifically. Then another thing I do is here, yes or no, do you think audio balancing is more challenging than video editing? And people will say yes, they think that's more challenging. When I give them an easy, simple workflow that they can click and go there. They don't think that it's very challenging. However, when you're asking questions like that, sometimes you're going to ask a yes or no question or true or false. True or false are really good. Let me find one of them because I think that'll be a better example of what I want to say. So here, true or false, you can achieve a multi-cam effect using only one camera in DaVinci Resolve by using adjustment clips with various focal lengths and zooms saved in power bits. So, if the people know that, yes, but they're also going to be curious to what did I do? So they're going to click on that and go to the video. Or if they click false, they don't understand it, and then they're like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. I better click on the video and go see. So one way or another, you're getting them to get a positive feedback from you and be able to learn about what that is. So if you do something in your community tab, just make it about the community itself or the people you want to come to subscribe. And Yeah, then that way you can gain viewers on your videos. They'll subscribe through there. They'll subscribe through your community tabs as well, which is great. Study Fizz, yes. So okay, I'm going to go back up to what you previously did there. So you're running educational content. Okay, so when it came to the giveaway for the cinematic titles, that's already been given away. We've already picked the winner. However, you can go to Easyedit.pro. I'll bring that up again real quick right here. Yeah. If the cinematic titles is something you want, they have it on sale for $29. They do have other things for sale. However, you are saying like you're running educational content and stuff like that. So maybe you're looking for some free things. If you're looking for some free things, um, if anybody wants to see some free things, how about we look up William Justice? Go ahead and check out William Justice. I've downloaded some of his stuff. He's got a bunch of free stuff, but he will also teach you some really awesome stuff. Yeah, this guy is great. He's got some really nice free things. Another guy, Jake Whip, probably my favorite person to learn motion graphics. It was from Jake Whip. He's got paid stuff, but you can get some really, really nice free things from him as well. And let me see who else. Trying to remember, I'm having a brain fart here on who I want to. Patrick Sterling. Okay, so Patrick Sterling. You can also check out Patrick Sterling. He has some of the best things that you can get downloading for free. But of course, these guys they spent you know months or even years building some of these things that there are. So if you can give something to them, that would be very helpful. I mean, they put a lot of work in to make your life a lot easier. So go ahead and check out some of those things, and it's definitely going to be very helpful. They have some free things, plus they have the paid, and also one other is Mr. Alex Tech. Mr. Alex Tech. He's the guy that created the um, Magic Animate and the Magic Zoom and stuff like that. He's only got a couple of them that are paid. I have both the Magic Animate and Magic Zoom, which speeds up my workflow a ton because there's just, it's really amazing. Those things can really, really help you um, uh, get everything done there. Chad, great live. I gotta get up for work in 6 hours. Thanks for all you do. But, all right, man. Congratulations on the growth in your channel. I appreciate you coming by and talking with us for so long. Video Editor Studio on YouTube has a lot of free stuff. Okay, Video Editor Studio. Let's check that out. So Video Editor Studio. Apparently, they have a whole bunch of stuff there. Was it Mr. Justin Edits? This guy here, I think he had the paper. Yeah, this paper animator. He's got that for free. He's got some really cool stuff. You can definitely learn some stuff from him too. Seems like a really nice guy. I'm not affiliated with anybody there. I don't do Discord, which is where most of these guys spend their time and they're working. So yeah, you can just go check out their stuff and can be very helpful for you. There you go. Yeah, free DaVinci Resolve titles. Yeah. Also, I mean, if you want to buy a subscription or something, like I said, I have paired up with Artlist and also Motion Array, and I'll tell you, Motion Array is like mind blowing how amazing everything that they have. I love the Artlist music. I've been using it for a long time, but Motion Array, oh my God, they have so much stuff in there. There are links inside of the description. And if you use my links, they give my community an extra 2 months for free. Yeah, Mr. Alex Tex and Patrick Sterling, they're fantastic. Oh yeah, Suave is another good one. He's got that awesome little mustache going on there. He's got some stuff. I think he just released something new. I saw some. I just haven't had the chance to look it over. All right, so yeah, he did his a few things broke video there. Oh yeah, the 99 plus. Yeah, here, this is the video I think everybody wants right here. If you go to this, 99 plus tools created for DaVinci Resolve, Suave just created a website that goes through a whole list of things specifically just for DaVinci Resolve. Of course, there's a mix of paid and things that are free, so you'll have to go through there. But at least it's all put into one place, and that guy's awesome for doing that. That was really awesome of him. So if you need to find things, go check that out. Mars Simpson. Hey, Chad, I appreciate all the help your videos have provided me and others. Can't thank you enough. Yeah, hey, Mars, really happy to have you here and I appreciate I appreciate it. And yeah, thank you. I'm glad everything's helping. If you have any questions, while we're live now, we can just, hop on something and check it out for you. Speaking of Mr. Alex Tech, the Snap Captions isn't working with 19.6. Snap Captions is from Orson Lord, I believe, right? Yeah, Snap Captions is Orson Lord. And there was just an update. I had just heard from somebody saying that Snap Captions was not working for DaVinci Resolve 19.6. As DaVinci Resolve makes updates, things do happen. Sometimes things are not working correctly, but I know they are working very hard on fixing that. And Orson Lord is also currently working on creating a podcast editor. So those guys, they're working with Asher Roland in creating some of this stuff too. So and I think Jake Whip might be involved with something like that. So they are really working very hard on getting their stuff going. Hopefully they'll be able to get this sorted out before the launch of DaVinci Resolve 19. But yeah, so hopefully they can figure it out there. Oh, my bad. Yes, it's on DaVinci. Yeah. So yeah, the 19.6 came with a lot of bugs. I mean, we had this new these new generators here. Let's see. So like these stinger transitions, a lot of people are having major issues with this. It's just completely black and it's not working. It doesn't matter if it's in the free version or in the studio version. But hopefully they'll be able to get that sorted out very soon. So yeah. I just finished making the sub button from Asher's Macro series. Yes, you guys, I'm going to show you one more creator. This guy's up and coming, and I think he's going to become huge once he releases his tool. If hopefully people can catch on. This is Asher Roland, this guy here. And yeah, Sleeveless has been in all of his live streams and working with that. So if anybody wants to learn scripting, you definitely want to go there. I'm not good with the scripting part, but here, this video here, you see create professional DaVinci Resolve templates and macros for your edits. Yeah, very soon he's going to be launching I'm going to say is going to be the best tool ever made for DaVinci Resolve, which is the macro creator. So you might want to go check out his stuff there. Yeah, he made this subscribe button here. I'm not actually doing that subscribe button. I created my own. I like my own, and I want to create that more for my own macro. However, my macro also got broken in DaVinci Resolve as well. Here's my subscribe button, but now it's totally messed up in 19.6. The whole thing, I don't know what the heck happened. It was totally fine. I had a couple versions of it, but nothing's working because of 19.6. But it's okay because I did save the fusion composition and I can just drop the fusion composition. Everything's totally fine. So power bins, very important. Even if you create your own macros, save the fusion composition in your power bin. So that way, if you create your own titles and things, you go and drag and drop. It's not working because of an update. If you still have your fusion composition, you can easily fix things or something like that. So very good to keep in there. I saw his stuff really cool. Yeah, it's going to be really cool. He's still small right now. I think he's only 600, 700 subscribers, something like that. And yeah, so definitely going to be blowing up pretty soon. You know, I was a beta tester. It's really cool. Oh yeah, that's awesome, man. I know you were making a lot of stuff, so yeah. I really look forward to it. I'm going to start with the free version and see whether or not I would need the professional version because I don't know for the full version exactly what the differences are. So I'd like to know what the differences are. Once I know, then I'll be able to recommend to people why they would want the full version. Not much of a coder, but his macro creator looks amazing. Yeah, that's the same thing here. I don't mess around with the coding. I wish I could, but that's just a different language that I don't have the time to focus into learning. But that macro creator is going to make it so good if you want to create your own if you want to create your own macros that you can sell, you want to create your own packs, this macro creator is really going to make that very simple because, the hardest thing that I've had is making the customizability for my stuff on the edit page. I did not understand the scripting. It was just burning my mind out and I hated the way my macros came out and I could never give them to another person. But with this macro creator, it's going to make that so simple. We'll be able to just select what we want, bulk add it, export it, and we have it. So that's really going to make that awesome. All righty. Let's see here. All right. So does anybody have anything else? Anything they want to ask, go over, whatever? Been going for 3 hours now. Oh my gosh. I was expecting like a 45-minute live stream. We're actually 3 hours into this. This is quite impressive. Thank you, Raina, because you really made that possible. You've been really filling in so much information. Might have to hire you for future live streams. Oh. Well, I think we're slowing down now. It's been 3 hours, and yeah, I'm not used to talking so much. So I guess I'll have to just figure out how to do this software and get things doing better, and then do some more live streaming in the future. Hopefully, this next time we can have some good music or something going on in the background, so that way it's not too dry. Yeah, hey, thank you all for coming out and spending so much time. Yeah, and just remember in the future we'll be doing more giveaway, so hopefully we'll have more excitement onto the live stream as I've never done them before. So we'll be able to get that going better, and we'll have more prizes involved when it comes to something like that. So, all right, everybody. Yeah, you all take care. It's nice chatting with you. So I'm gonna end it here. Have a good day. Yeah, it's morning for me. It's 10:08 in the morning. So yeah. All right. Thanks for chatting, everybody. Let's see. Sorry for late. I'm from Indy here early morning. I don't know who won the title. Oh yeah. So fiction. Unfortunately, not you. Our winner was GRTZ 1983. I'm gonna have to go send them a message and let them know that they were the winner. So, but yep, thanks for entering there, Mr. Fiction. Yeah, sorry, it's we're just shutting down now, but you know, yeah. All right, everybody, take care. It was nice chatting with you, and I'll see you soon.